Welcome to my fragrance show. We'll learn together and grow together. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh Welcome to my fragrance show. Today, we're actually going to be talking about two new releases from two houses that I genuinely love the people behind it, the hearts behind it. I'm talking about Les ABSTRAITS and MMASI. So there's two new releases. Let's get into it. I'm going to open up the MMASI. Thank you so much. So MMASI is I'm going to say a family-owned fragrance business. It's Dr. Chiamaka and her mom, but clearly Dr. Chiamaka is the person that does all the moving and the shaking and the making and the quaking and the baking and the freaking and the whoa, there's so much in here. I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Chiamaka and mom. I am extremely proud of both of you. Listen, to be doing what you're doing, period, in life, and then to be able to enhance other people's lives, not just medically, but fragrantly, that's a big deal. This is the High Times. Also, you can also visit their website here. Check that out. Okay, High Times has a travel-sized atomizer, but here's the sample size. Thank you again. I'm going to spray it on my left arm. Oh, already I like it. Already I like it. It has, oh, this is delicious. I'm getting some, like a skin leathery note. I'm getting a slight patchouli. There's a verdant energy there. I get flowers, I get floral. I don't know if it's a rose or it might be a pink pepper, but I get a rose. I get spices in the back. I get tonka bean. So the opening off the bat, it gets a 42 out of 10. The opening is just wonderful. It immediately goes into something interesting, something beautiful. And I would say this is unisex, but leans towards masculine. It leans towards masculine to me. Or maybe it's just my skin chemistry. This one is definitely different from the original two. Oh, and look at that oil content. Okay, so now I'm gonna read you the information. Let's see if I was right or wrong, all right? These are the notes. Rose, frankincense, Bulgarian lavender. I was getting the lavender. I was getting it. Tobacco, saffron, cannabis. That's, oh, and it does have sandalwood, cocoa, and leather. And I was also getting the cocoa. The green note that I was mentioning has to have been the cannabis. That I was thinking patchouli. I was thinking maybe vetiver, but it was the cannabis note. And dare I say, this has elements of a freshness, but yes, it is resinous. Yes, it is leathery. Like I said, it's leathery. It is cocoa-y. It is rosy. This is a solid fragrance. Oh, wow. Props to you, props to you, props to you, props to you. So I will leave it at 42.44 out of 10. That's a 9.2 to 9.4 out of 10. This is a fragrance that even if you don't care for florals or you don't care for roses, it won't turn you off. If you're like me and you don't necessarily care for cannabis fragrances, this one would be one that would be good to be introduced to because I wasn't turned off by it. It gives you everything. It gives you a slight floral. It gives you leather, like solidly. It gives you leather, and that saffron in there, I'm digging it. And I'm sure, yes, it is a saffronic leather. So if you add the saffron to whatever was used to create that leather note, that's why it becomes a saffronic leather. So is it elegant? It's very elegant. Is it classy? It's extremely classy. Is this the kind of fragrance that someone young, like a 20-something-year-old could wear? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's definitely that. But it's also something that a person who's going out on a date or going to a gala can also wear. Same as a person who's going to go ride a bike. So now we can get into smelling les abstraits. All right, so this one came in a package like this. So let's open that. And this one is called BELLE âme, beautiful soul. BELLE âme, BELLE âme. And the word âme really encompasses the entire person, right? It encompasses not just the body, but encompasses the mind, the intentions, the wills of that person. Honestly, it is in everything. So to say BELLE âme means just a beautiful person in and out. And I gotta tell you something, Eugene is a beautiful person in and out. He is amazing, very kind, very compassionate, very caring, very conscious. And so I'm very proud of your growth. And there's something here, I wanted to make sure that I got to read it, because Eugene is also, he's very grateful, right? He shows a lot of appreciation. And so in his most recent Instagram post, he gave appreciations and thanks to Antoine Lee, to Atelier Français de Matière, Agents Grace, and Le Bistrot de la Beauté, or Beauté, I don't know. But he gave shout outs to those 4 people, the people that provided the materials for the fragrances, to the perfumeur who created it, the persons who are working with him on getting the fragrances out. So I think that is awesome. So I wanted to make sure I did the same thing as well, you know? All right, so here we go. We're gonna remove the tape. Let's spray BELLE âme, BELLE âme. I'm gonna spray that on the right arm. Ooh, okay. I'm getting iris, violet, or lavender. Oh, this is really good. I'm getting musk. But what I'm getting a lot of is that iris. I want to say orris, but I don't know if it is. Because, okay, so you know how iris gives you lipstickiness? It's lipstick-esque, but you know that soft muffledness that you get from orris? It's like a perfect blend of that with lavender, with violet. It's like, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting Ioris with violet and musk. There's a skin quality to it. Slightly, so it's slightly animalic. Oh, this is very nice. This is very nice. And it feels akin to La Dolé Exquise, in the sense that, have you ever seen, so there's some families that will have siblings, right, that look nothing alike, but for some reason you know that they're related. You know, it could be in the hair texture, it could be in the shape of the eyes, but something lets you know, yeah, they're siblings. This has that, or it could just be the of the fragrance, right? The soul of the fragrance, the heart and intention in the fragrance. But this is beautiful. Wow. There's a slight acidity to it, asorbicness to it, like an underlying, like if somebody were to have squeezed a little bit of lime. And I've applied this on fresh, clean skin, guys. I like this. I like this. This one, it has to have sandalwood too, because I'm getting a roundness, a milkiness, a kind of, it's not creamy, it's a milkiness. So it's Moroccan orris butter, cocoa beans from Trinidad, and Venezuelan tonka resin. And this is absolutely delicious. I still get violet, I still get sandalwood, I don't get tonka, and I'm not getting the cocoa, but I'm assuming I'm not getting it yet. Because one thing about Les Abstraits, the experience I had with the Dolé Exquise, and I'm sure it'll be the experience I'll have with BELLE âme, is that their maceration on your skin tells you an entire story. BELLE ÂME. If you like Orris Butter or the Lipsticky Iris fragrance, then this one is one you must try it. If you are looking for a fragrance that is versatile, that you can wear to elegant moments and a picnic in the park, this is it. So I give this one a solid sparkling 40 out of 10. So what does a sparkling 40 out of 10 mean? It means that it is one of those fragrances that, though I don't give it a 50 out of 10, it could be a 50 out of 10. Because again, these are first impressions. You know what I mean? So once I get a fuller impression on the fragrances, there you go. We'll be able to talk a little bit more. So these are my first impressions, and those are my first impressions. All right. So thank you so much, both of you. Goodbye, my lovely fragrance blenders. I'll see and smell you soon.